After having several heated discussions with a teenager over the flaws of this socialistic democratic society, I decided to put something together and let him decide. He can pick between Bernie or Elon. Guess who I pick? Oh, and by the way, since there seemed to be a little bit of deception in Barack Obama's presidency as far as his United States citizenship goes, I wish Elon had been just a little less honest and maybe pretended like he too was born in this country so he could be president.
You call yourself a democratic socialist. How can any kind of socialist win a general election in the United States?
Well, we're going to win because first we're going to explain what democratic socialism is. And what democratic socialism is about is saying that it is immoral and wrong that the top 0.1% in this country own almost 90%, own almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. That it is wrong today in a rigged economy that 57% of all new income is going to the top 1%. That when you look around the world, you see every other major country providing health care to all people as a right, except the United States. You see every other major country saying to moms that when you have a baby, we're not going to separate you from your newborn baby because we are going to have medical and family paid leave like every other country on earth. Those are some of the principles that I believe in, and I think we should look to countries like Denmark, like Sweden, and Norway, and learn from what they have accomplished for their working people.
So I will say that my daughter would like to have socialism. My daughter was grad student of the year in a UNR program. My daughter is now practically living on the streets because she likes her drugs and her alcohol and her licentious lifestyle. So I am pulling her responsibility. And yet, if Bernie Sanders gets into office, guess what? She'll get even more from the government.
Denmark is a country that has a population of 5.6 million people. The question is really about electability here, and that's what I'm trying to get at. The Republican Attack Act against you in a general election, it writes itself. You supported the Sandinistas in Nicaragua, you honeymooned in the Soviet Union, and just this weekend you said you're not a capitalist. Doesn't that ad write itself?
Well, first of all, let's look at the facts. The facts that are very simple. Republicans win when there is a low voter turnout, and that is what happened last November. 63% of the American people didn't vote, Anderson. 80% of young people didn't vote. We are bringing out huge turnouts and creating excitement all over this country. Democrats at the White House on down will win when there is excitement and a large voter turnout, and that is what this campaign is doing.
You don't consider yourself a capitalist, though?
Do I consider myself part of the casino capitalist process by which so few have so much and so many have so little, by which Wall Street, greed and recklessness wreck this economy? No, I don't. I believe in a society where all people do well, not just a handful of billionaires.
By the way, did you know that Elon Musk has an operation in Sparks, Nevada called the Tesla Gigafactory? Did you know that his employees actually really respect him? Did you know that he actually respects his employees and takes care of them? Have you done any research in this matter? Or are you just taking other people's word for things?
Brock, verify range go.
Range green.
The flight computer has control of the vehicle.
A well thought out critique of whatever you're doing is as valuable as gold.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
8 weeks later, Musk bet the company on another flight.
We have liftoff.
And this time around, everything worked.
So I'll stop here and make a little comment on it's working. It's going to work. It's working. It's all about working, really. My daughter doesn't want to work. She wants the government to take care of her. I want to work. Elon works. I don't see where Bernie does a whole lot of work. What Elon puts his hands on works. And guess what? that has got a super scriptural foundation, believe it or not. End of story.